Stranger Things Season 4, Billy's Return Explained. Billy is Max's brother who was killed off the show at the end of Season 3. However, with the Season 4 trailer recently being released, it posed a few questions and one was around Billy's return. So let's jump in and see everything that there is to know about a potential return. So, here is Stranger Things Season 4, Billy's Return Explained. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. At the end of Season 3, we saw Billy get killed by the Mind Flayer after sacrificing himself for his sister Max and the main group in the show. All throughout the previous season, we saw Billy being used as a host by the Mind Flayer, and a way of being its physical presence on Earth in order to cause carnage. The pent-up anger and rage that Billy had prior to being used as a host was something that suited the characteristics of a being of the Upside Down, so it made sense to utilize him. In the Season 4 trailer, it opened up with us seeing Max talking to Billy's grave in the form of a letter that she'd written, saying how she's struggling to be normal and to fit in. We later went on to see her floating above a grave that you would assume was Billy's, but it had a different name on it. It had William instead, which can often be the birth name of somebody called Billy. There are a couple of different theories that are alluding to Billy's potential return in Season 4 of the show. One is that the villain at the end of the trailer, Vecna, is actually Billy. Vecna could be the physical presence of Billy and is utilizing his deceased form, hence why it looks like flesh and bones. He could be taking this form in the Upside Down. The tentacles that are coming off of him could be symbolizing the piercing and stabbing that he took from the beast in the final episode, meaning that in the Upside Down it was something that carried through in his physical appearance. When looking at the eyes of the pair, it also looked like they were extremely similar in color, so this is something that could potentially be plausible. Another is that Billy is only going to return in a way that is beyond the grave, and is the reason why Max ended up floating above his grave after she'd spoken with him. This could be because he was possessed or cursed upon his death after sacrificing himself when pierced by the beast, and he's now able to communicate with Max in the real world, as we know that she was the only real person that he truly cared about. This way, he's also able to give her the powers that she needs to be able to defeat Vecna. We know that Billy was used as a host for the Mind Flayer on Earth. Vecna could be the physical form of the Mind Flayer in the Upside Down, and thus Billy may know the weaknesses like no other as he once had that specific mindset. One could argue that Will could potentially know, but with Billy being killed by the Flayer and being cursed for a prolonged period of time, it could have given him the wealth of knowledge in terms of understanding weaknesses like no other. I think either of those theories are plausible, and I think that Billy will most likely be making an appearance in one way or another in Season 4 of the show. There's too much emphasis for him to not make an appearance. Do you think that Vecna is Billy? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.